Now, let us do some artwork. Drawing shapes. Corel Draw enables you to draw basic shapes, which you can modify using special effects and reshaping tools. Freehand tool, flyout. Click on the triangle in the bottom right corner of the freehand tool to open the flyout tool option. This presents other freehand tools, but all are outside the scope of this basic tutorial. Freehand tool properties. Right-click on the freehand tool to open the freehand Bezier options window. Most of these controls are for advanced features. The auto join can be increased if you would like Corel Draw to automatically join nodes that are further apart. Drawing rectangles and square. Open the rectangle flyout and click the rectangle tool. Drag in the drawing window until the rectangle is of the size you want. To draw a square, hold down Ctrl key and drag in the drawing window until the square is of the size you want. You can draw a rectangle that covers the drawing page by double-clicking the rectangle tool. To draw a rectangle by specifying height and width, open the rectangle flyout and click the 3-point rectangle tool. In the drawing window, point to where you want to start the rectangle, drag to draw the width and release the mouse button. Move the mouse perpendicular to the first line to draw the height and click. To adjust the size of the rectangle, type values in the object size boxes on the property bar. After you have drawn a rectangle or square, you can reshape it by rounding one or more of its corners. To round the corners of the rectangle or a square, click a rectangle or a square, type values in the corner roundness areas of the property bar. To apply the same roundness of all corners, click the Round Corners Together button on the property bar. Shape Tool Overview. Choose the Shape tool and click on the Shape tool in the toolbox. Shape tool with text. Select the Text tool. Type Move. Select the Shape tool. Select the E by clicking in the square of the lower left of the letter. The square will now be filled with black. Click and drag on the square to move the letter. You can use the Control key as you move to constrain the move along the text baseline. You can also change the size, color, and many other properties of individual letters by selecting with the Shape tool. To draw ellipses, circles, arcs, and wedges, you can draw an ellipse or circle by dragging diagonally, or you can draw an ellipse by specifying its width and height. You can draw an ellipse or circle and change the shape into an arc or wedge. To draw an ellipse or a circle by dragging diagonally, open the ellipse flyout and click the ellipse tool. Drag in the drawing window until the ellipse or a circle is the shape you want. Tips. You can draw an ellipse or a circle from its center outwards by holding down Shift key as you drag. To draw an ellipse by specifying width and height, open the ellipse flyout and click the 3-point ellipse tool. Click in the drawing window Drag to draw the center line of the ellipse and release the button. The center line runs through the center of the ellipse and determines its width. Move the mouse perpendicularly to the first line to define the height of the ellipse and click. To draw an arc or a wedge. To draw an arc, open the ellipse flyout and click the ellipse tool. Click the arc button on the property bar. Drag in the drawing window until the arc is the shape you want. To draw a wedge, open the ellipse flyout and click the ellipse tool. Click the wedge button on the property bar. Drag in the drawing window until the wedge is the shape you want. You can change the direction of a selected arc or a wedge by clicking the clockwise, counterclockwise, arcs or P's button on the property bar. You can constrain the movement of the node to 15 degrees increments by holding down Ctrl key as you drag. To draw a polygon or a star, open the object flyout, click the polygon tool and drag in the drawing window until the polygon is of the size you want. To draw a star, open the object flyout, click the polygon tool, drag in the drawing window until the polygon is of the size you want and click the star button on the property bar. You can draw a polygon or a star from its center by holding down Shift key as you drag. You can draw a symmetrical polygon or a star by holding down Ctrl key as you drag. To reshape a polygon or a star, select a polygon or a star and click the polygon button or the star button on the property bar. Click the shape tool and click a node on this object. Drag the node to change the object's shape. To change the number of sides of a polygon or number of points on a star, select a polygon or a star, type a value in the number of points of polygon box on the property bar and press enter. To sharpen a star's point, select a star and move the sharpness slider on the property bar. The sharpness slider displays only if the star you select has at least 7 points. The sensitivity of the slider increases with the number of points. You can change a polygon to a star by selecting the polygon, clicking a node on one of the sides and dragging towards the center of the polygon. Formatting lines and outlines. Outline is a line that defines the shape of an object. You can change the appearance of both lines and outlines. For example, you can specify their color, width, style, corner shape, and cap style. You can also remove a line or outline and create your own line or outline style by adjusting the distance between segments in the line. You can copy the color of an outline to other objects, convert outlines to objects so that you can apply a fill to them and create calligraphic outlines. You can add arrowheads to lines and curves. You can create new arrowhead and edit current or new ones. Outline settings. To specify outline and outline settings, select an object, open the Outline tool flyout and click the Outline Pen dialog button. Specify the settings you want. You can also create a line style by clicking on Edit Style and move the slider in the Edit Line Style dialog box. By clicking the boxes to the left of the slider, you can specify the placement and frequency of the dots in the new line style you create. Edit a line style. Choose a line style from the Style list box and click Edit Style. Create a line style in the Edit Line Style dialog box and click Replace. To copy outline color to another object, open the eyedropper flyout and click the eyedropper tool. Click the eyedropper fill outline button on the property bar. Click the edge on the object whose outline you want to copy. Open the eyedropper flyout and click the paint bucket tool. Click edge on the object to which you want to copy the outline. Note: the color of copied outlines may not exactly match the color of the original outline. In some cases, the closest equivalent RGB color displays and the outline's thickness is not copied. To convert an outline to an object, select an object, click Arrange, Convert Outline to Object. To create a calligraphic outline, select an object, open the Outline tool flyout and click the Outline Pen dialog button. In the Corners area, enable a corner style option. Type a value in the stretch box. Type a value in the angle box. To remove an object's outline, select an object, open the Outline tool flyout and click No Outline. You can also remove an object's outline by selecting the object and right-clicking No Color on the color palette. To add an arrowhead, select a line or curve. Open the Outline tool flyout and click the Outline Pen dialog button. In the arrow area, open the Start Arrowhead Picker and click a line ending shape. Open the end arrowhead picker and click a line ending shape. Smudging and roughening. Smudging brush objects. Smudging allows you to distort an object by dragging along its outline. The smudging effect responds to both the angle of rotation or bearing and the tilt angle of a graphics tablet stylus. Rotating the stylus changes the angle of the smudging effect, and tilting the stylus flattens the brush tip and changes the shape of the smudging. If roughening objects. The roughening effects lets you apply a jagged or spiked edge to objects, including lines, curves, and text. The roughening effect is determined either by movements of a graphics tablet stylus, by fixing settings, or by automatically applying perpendicular spikes to the line.